camera's a piece of shit. Hey guys, welcome to the Sky High Technologies somewhat official YouTube channel. Is that the channel name? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I'll edit that out. Concept or idea we're trying out today. Well, starting to try out is sending data, digital data, over UHF Radio.
To play a video game.
Yeah. So it's basically dial-up over. Well, it's going to be free because UHF is license-free band for certain channels, obviously. That's why one of the reasons why we're choosing UHF is because you can get UHF transceivers and receivers, broadcasters. Yeah. It's very open source. It's
500 megabytes.
You can go down to your local auto store and pick up a UHF radio for like $50 nowadays. We already have some. We have a couple of 5 watts. So we were planning on getting software-defined radios and using those and plugging it straight into the computer, kind of like a plug-and-play situation. We've kind of abandoned that. Your computer is going to sound like wind blowing into the mic. Yeah, I need a lapel, but we don't have any money, so deal with it. We're trying to make it so that it's plug-and-play as possible, so you know those little USB audio things you can get for like $5 off eBay. Here's a picture. Get one of those and you just kind of have it all hardwired in, and for the headphone and the mic output on the side of the radio, the portable handheld radio is I'm talking about, you can just plug that into your computer. It'll kind of offload some small scripts, decompress it, and then before you know it, you'll have a basic chat platform. Might even get to the point where we can do like an auto scan feature for the channels. We're mainly just trying to get the concept working so that we know that we can do it. So we've been successful in generating tone signals.
My array FS. Okay, so my array contains what?
Welcome to Sky High headquarters. Obviously you can see all of our staff are very professional in this industry. We have years of experience.
Fucking shit. Whoever fucking made this fucking driver.
Very productive workforce here.
He should go kill himself. Faggots.
Very positive working environment, so we should have this done in no time.
Fucking unusable. Here comes my brain. Me doing the work now. So I'm gonna make a thread.
10 lines down, only 6 million to go.
Okay, so what was it? Just for different letters. There's 26 letters, right? In the alphabet? I don't fucking know.
Yes, but then you have special characters as well. Shit.
Should we just do ones and zeros?
Well, it's probably the easiest because we're using computers.
How to trend...
And we're back to square one.
Radio puts out a certain pitch of sound. The receiving radio hears that and then realizes that's the frequency of the sound, which is then tied to a letter or a number of something, and then it builds a word or a sentence with that. Unless we want to change it.
Search text to audio converter.
What, UHF? Text?
No, just text to audio, because once we convert it to audio, then we don't have to worry. Then we just have to send the audio file over the channel. Alright guys, progress so far.
We figured it out.
Good old pen and paper. We figured out the concept that we want. So you know, say for example, this is 0 hertz. So whenever there's nothing, there's a 0. And then whenever there's a 500 hertz tone, which would be like just a simple sine wave, you know, that would be a 1. And then, you know, 500 hertz would be beep, 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 beep. And then the spaces between the beeps would be zeros. And if there's no space, or like a space greater than 500 milliseconds, then that will translate to this, which will translate to text. Pre-encoded messages, like 400 or 320 hertz, you know, would be oscillating between those, which would be a series of beeps and a tone basically. So we don't have to, every time we just want to send a simple bit of data to save bandwidth and time, we can simply just do this. So here we are back at my house.
With coding. It's really rubbish.
It's rubbish, but it works. You can make a beep.
Hold on, do you want to see a test?
And now we just need to make that so it's text. So the concept is that we can now produce sound using the code.
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
Which is the main thing. And then here I am over at the hardware section. trying to figure out how they made this make sound, so I have to solder all of these wires to various aux cables for the speaker, the audio out, and then the microphone in. And then yeah, these are the little radios we have to play with. 5 watts they are. Right guys, so I figured out the trick to tin these little bits of a wire. So what you have to do is that it has a little bit of rope in it, so I find that by getting scissors or a really flat sharp object, you put it on and then you tin it, that. And then once you do that, it flattens the wire out. You have to somewhat separate it from the string rope kind of thing. Once you've done that, you get... Hey, Bryn's just fucking did it. Alright.
That's the range checked. It's narrowed all the way down to 3004.8818, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what it is.
But yeah, then you gotta get a flame or something. So I just have this gas torch, which can... It's a portable soldering iron, but you just got a torch attachment. But you know, lighter or anything like that, and you just want to very briefly and very quickly blast it with the flame here. Otherwise, the whole wire will catch on fire. So just there you go, like that, and bam, done, just like that. And now, if my camera is good enough, you can see the difference between the... Yeah, you can see the difference. Oh fuck! It just went out of... You can see the difference between the top part that is kind of brown and a little bit of silver, and then the bottom part which is darker green. Keep in mind, those videos aren't tutorials, they're really just research documentation. Again, if you like it, drop a like, leave a comment. We're always looking for your feedback, because we don't really know what we're doing.
Alright, so I finally figured out a function of how I'm going to send data. It's really slow, but we can work on it, tweak it, make it faster, maybe get a better computer or something. But so the first thing that we're ever going to try and transmit is hello. It's probably not going to be the first time that, like, if the first time we try it, it's probably not going to be, you know, the way it works. This is how we're going to do it. Binary. Hello is a very long strip of binary. It's about 25 bits long, and it's a series of lows and highs. So low is low, which is 1, 2000, and then high is equal to 3000. And then the Roger, or the, we'll call it radio check sound, which will be 4500 Hertz. Okay, I'm going to build a software that can help me create this. Here's the first bit of binary we actually sent. And that equals to like FVV or some stuff like that, I don't fucking know. So that's the received. It will send that out each time it receives. So now I'm gonna have to make the software, the client and the server basically, now start talking to each other properly. So the piece of software that I've designed in order to make it, you know, send to the listener, that will need to get tweaked and be able to listen to the listener. Does that make sense?
2 hours later.
I forgot I owned this camera, so then we didn't film anything, but
we're making communications now.
So, about 15 minutes ago, I went out onto the street, did a test, to successfully receive data. I did that by using a tone generator on my phone, connected to one of the radios, and whenever I press ready to transmit, it transmits the tone, which then this converts back to this, and we could receive data, essentially.
2000. I mean, that means a 1.
Right, so I've currently got that hooked up to my phone.
And this one's hooked up to the microphone.
You've got it's transmitting. Yeah. No, you didn't fucking know it. Okay, I'll press this. Look at that.
So that is, this aux cable is a input.
Yeah.
So whatever the output of his phone is the input to this. So whenever you press it, this is also just a completely detached radio for monitoring. And then this radio, they're all on the same frequency. Now, then the output of this radio goes to the input of the computer, and then this software listens to the input microphone because it just thinks it's a random microphone, and Those are just receiving ones, and I stop, and it stops. Literally, the basic concept is on the floor.